感谢主，我也是这个礼拜二回到这里。
Also returning on Tuesday back to Lima.
当我来这里，大家都说你回来了。
When everybody sees me, they said, "You're back now, Brother Lou."
我要回台湾，他们也说你回来了。
My father also said, "Brother Lou, you returned to us."
实在是很甜美，到处都是家。
It's very sweet. Everywhere I go, there's a home.
现在就带领我们过藏本的生活，哪里都是家。
Nowadays, the Lord is leading us to lead the life of a tent. Everywhere is our home.
因为哪里都有我们亲爱的弟兄姊妹。
Wherever we go, there are also dear brothers and sisters around us.
神的家就是我们的家。
God's household is our household.
看到主的教会在各地有这么多的圣徒，这么多的见证，好像一个灯台在一个地方一个地方，实在是得到激励。
You see so many different churches, so many testimonies, just like a shiny golden lampstand everywhere. This really encourages us.
实在是看到神的恩典带领我们，何等的奇妙！
It is so marvelous to see God's grace leading us.
那这一切都因为神的救恩在这里临到了我们呐。
All this because God's salvation has come upon us.
那这一段时候，我们在这里正好来读罗马书中神的福音。
These days we are reading God's gospel in the book of Romans.
为什么叫神的福音？因为在这里就是把这个神的救恩来摆在我们的跟前，让我们来享受，让我们来得着。
Why does it call God's gospel? This is because He put God's salvation before us, so that we can receive and enjoy such a salvation.
就是我们所听的叫做神的福音，叫我们所得的乃是神的救恩。
What we hear is God's gospel, but what we gain is God's salvation.
神的福音特别在罗马书这一卷里面，它实在是非常的完整，非常美丽的给我们摆在这里，给我们认识。
Particularly the God's salvation in the books of Romans, so complete, so wonderful, put before us.
所以在过一个礼拜开始来读这一个诚心圣言，我真是盼望今天我们全教会都能够看重这一系列的信息，能够进到里面的丰富。
So that when we get into the this book in the morning revival since past week, I eagerly expect all the saints to get into this portion.
因为我们所进入的，好像是神的福音，其实就是神的救恩。
Because what we enter into is like God's gospel, but in reality, it's God's salvation.
这一个神的福音给我们看见我们原来的情况是何等的低。
This God's gospel reveals to us our condition before was so low.
但是这一个救恩临到我们，这个福音临到我们，却把我们提升到何等的高的那一个地步。
But when this gospel, this salvation come upon us, He raised us to such a high position.
不只给我们法理上的救赎，
Not only give us judicial salvation,
更给我们生机的救恩，
but also not only judicial redemption, but also organic salvation.
把我们这一些人完全变化，完全圣别，跟我们的神一样。
Transform us as a group of people, sanctify us to be just like God.
我们的定命一面来说就是和神一样一致，虽然不在神格上，是在生命和性情上。
Our destination to be completely like God, only in life and nature, but not in the Godhead.
但是在这里这一个救恩要做到一个地步，它不光是和神是一样意思，并且和神要完全连成一个。
This salvation is working into us to such extent, not only we are like God, but we also will be united, union with God.
所以神和我们就不能分开了，它是我们的生命， 我们是他的彰显，是他的身体。
So God and us can no longer be separated. He is our life. We are His expression.
这实在是宇宙里最美妙的一个经纶，一个工作。今天却把这些做在我们的身上。
This is the most wonderful economy, most wonderful work to work Himself into us.
所以，当我们眼睛被开启，看见这一个，经历这一个，我们实在能够说，我们要哈利路亚，荣耀归给神。
If you are invited to see this, to experience this, we really should say, Hallelujah, glory be to God.
所以我们真是盼望弟兄姊妹在这里读的时候，我们更多的进到这个实际里面。
So I really hope all of us, brothers and sisters, when we read this portion, we will be entered into the reality of this portion.
因为在圣经里，罗马书这一卷是非常特别的一卷的书。
Because in the whole book of Bible, the book of Romans is very particular.
如果圣经是一个冠冕的话，这个罗马书就是冠冕里面最大的一颗的宝石啊。
If the whole Bible is a crown, then the book of Romans should be one of the biggest precious gems in this crown.
因为他把神的救恩从我们最低的做罪人开始，一直做到最高的一个地步，就是我们与神完全联合为一。
Because He taught us from the lowliest sinners, we are being raised to the highest, to be organically united with God as one.
然后我们这一帮人在今天在地上，在这个时间里来为神在地方教会的立场上为他做见证。
So that us as a group of people today, in this age, on this earth, we are living in the local church to be His testimony, to be His expression.
我们实在是何等的蒙恩！
We have received such a grace.
那这一切这个一点一点给我们看见的时候，我们都非常需要进到这一个实际的那个意义里面。
So when we see all these little points, we really need to enter into the reality of these points.
那我们下一个礼拜要有，这个礼拜周末要有的华语新生的会，也是就着这一面来给我们看见，我们这一帮人要在生命里面得救，要在生命里做完，然后我们在这里有一个身体的生活来彰显。
Also, this coming weekend, when we have the Chinese conference in Anaheim, we also will be seeing from this perspective that we, in the book of Romans, we are going to be saved in His life, also reigning in His life.
这一个都是说到我们在座每一位，我们今天所蒙的恩典，也给我们看见我们的前途。
So today we can see the salvation, the grace we have received, but we also can see our destiny, our future.
那虽然这些好像是都是以奥秘的，都是在灵里面，好像是不是那样看得出来的。
All these things apparently are mysterious, might not be seen with outwardly.
但是我们看见了，我们进入了。 这些东西就要在我们身上完全能够显明出来，给别人看见。
But when we, in our spirit, when we see it, when manifested, all these things will be expressed, manifested before all the people.
好像这一个灯这个灯里面能够发亮，是因为有一种看不见的电，但是这个电一进去了，它就借助这个灯完全被人看见了。
Just like these light bulbs, there's invisible electricity flowing through them. When invisible electricity flows through them, and the light, the shining can be manifested.
我们这一般人，我们是一般的人，神是看不见，但是神进来了，我们这帮人却把这位神彰显出来，人就看见我们这一帮人和别的一帮人完全不一样。
We are just ordinary people, but the invisible God entered into us, live out through us, express to us then people can see that we are different from other people.
这是何等的荣耀！
This is so glorious.
我们实在是感谢赞美主。
We really thank the Lord.
那我们特别在这里，我就觉得我们教会啊需要接受负担了，为着这个救恩的实际，在我们中间这样的经历，这样的彰显，有强的祷告。
So as a church, we need to receive the burden, so that for these messages that we will have experience, have its reality, we need to pray that such experience and reality can be ours.
因为神在地上做的这个工是这么荣耀，是这么重要，是这么宝贝。
Because God's work today on this earth is so important, so precious.
我们的天然的那个观念，天然的那个性情，都是太跟不上了。
Our natural opinion, our natural nature cannot match up to such a vision.
我们必须祷告啊，让神在这里实在有强的工作，
We really need to pray that God will have His strong work in us here today,
叫我们摸着这个实际，
so that we can touch this reality,
来享受这个实际。
so we can enjoy such reality.
那这就是前一段好多教会追求时代的祷告，就是来为着这一个。
This is why we pursue the prayer of the age is for this burden.
因为神在这里，他要做一个时代的工作，就是他的经纶要实现在我们的身上。
Because today God's present work, the work He's doing today, is that His economy will be realized in us.
那这一件事需要时代的祷告来配合，让时代的那个经纶能够实现。
So this work needs to be matched with the prayer of the age, so that the work of this age can be realized.
我觉得在教会，我们教会里面，我们必须尽到这一种的负担里，有这些祷告，好叫这些能够实现在我们的身上。
So as a church, we need to enter into this burden, to have this kind of prayer, so that all this could be realized become our reality.
所以教会的祷告是非常重要的。我盼望弟兄姊妹能够真是把自己跟到摆进来，愿意学习做这些祷告的器皿。
So such a prayer of the church is important. So I wish all the brothers and sisters could enter into this burden to be the vessels of prayer.
要神这个时代的工作显明在这里，他需要时代的祷告。
So that for God's work of this age to appear among us, we need the prayer of the age.
若是缺了时代的祷告，我们光是这个时代的执事把神这个信息说出来，我们听见就过了，听见就过了。
If we lacking the prayer of the age, such a burden, if we just hear the ministry of this age, it will just pass us.
我们知道怎样说，神给我们一个非常一个特别的武器啊，就是这个祷告。
I don't know how to express it, but God gave us a very special weapon. That is the weapon of prayer.
我们常常轻看我们的祷告，
Many times we look lightly upon our prayers.
常常在祷告上够不上神的心意。
A lot of times our prayer cannot match God's heart's desire.
虽然道理上也许知道一点，但是在经历上，在生活的实际上，我们里头没有看到祷告的需要。
Even though in doctrine we know the importance of prayer, but in our reality, in our experience, we do not see the importance of prayer.
不
We
要
not
说
experience the importance of prayer.
不要说神教会的需要，连我们个人的需要，我们都不容易有美好的祷告来配合。
Not so much, not even the prayer, the burden of the church, but even our personal burden, we do not have proper prayer to match it.
有的事情我们觉得我们能够做得到的，那我们就想不比祷告，不比麻烦神了，我一个人可以。
If there are certain things we think we can do ourselves, then we think that why we need to trouble God, we'll just do ourselves. No need to pray.
那有的事你觉得你做不到，你想 看看神也做不到，不要祷告。
And certain things it's impossible for you to do, and you're thinking you thought perhaps it's impossible for God to do also. So what's the point of praying?
所以啊，事情太小，你就不给祷告；事情太大，你就祷告也没用。所以这两加一减，也没有什么需要祷告。
So the things for small matter, you don't feel necessary to pray. For big things, you thought that it's no use to pray anyway. So when you take these two extreme ends, there's not much else left to pray anyway.
但是你必须在这神的话里读出来，看到那个祷告非常需要。
You need to seek revelation from God's word to see that prayer is the most important thing.
因为在宇宙里有三方面的意志啊，神的意志、撒旦的意志，还有我们人的意志。
Because in the universe, there are three will: God's will, Satan's will, and our natural will.
当我们人的这个意志站在神这一面，来要神所要的，来愿意神所愿意的，神就能够做。
When our will stands on God's side, that we want what God's want, we want to do what God wants to do, then God can do it.
所以，光是神捆绑，地上的人不捆绑，他捆绑呢，他不能实现过来。
So even whatever God binds in the heaven, if we don't bind it on this earth, the reality cannot be manifested on this earth.
光是神在那里吃饭了，但是地上的人不吃饭，这个吃饭也不能通到地上。
Whatever God released in the heaven, if it's not released on this earth, and God cannot still get His release on this earth.
所以主在马太18章就告诉我们：你们在地上所捆绑的，是天上所已经是捆绑的。
So in the book of Matthew, Gospel of Matthew, chapter 18, it tells us, whatever you bind on this earth is already bound in heaven.
你们在地上所吃饭，也是天上所已经吃饭。
Whatever you release on this earth is already being released in the heaven.
我们老的翻译是说，你们地上捆绑，天也要捆绑。
The old translation is that whatever you bind on this earth, it will also be bound in heaven.
但是恢复本呢，看到它实际的意思是说，天上先捆绑了，就等地上捆绑。你捆绑了，这个事就成功了。是。
But in the recovery version, it tells us that it is already bound in heaven. So when you bind on this earth, then this binding has been accomplished.
今天在宇宙里，好多事需要捆绑，好多事需要释放。
Today in this universe, there's so many things need to be bound. So many things need to be released on this earth.
我们神的儿女实在是要开广，看到神的需要，看到权力的需要。
So as God's children, we need to be broadened to see God's need.
学习啊，在祷告里与神同工，做一个捆绑的人，做一个释放的人。
So that we can be co-workers with God in our prayer, to be one to bind and to be one to release with Him.
当然，一个弟兄姊妹刚得救，他也许不太了解这些，他就是有一些祷告，也是很低的祷告，也是很小的祷告。
Some newly saved saints, maybe they do not see this matter fully. They may have some prayer, maybe some lowly prayer or some small prayer.
就是说，是一个刚蒙恩的人来说，神也非常喜乐，喜欢听我们那些低的祷告、小的祷告。
Even for these newly ones, just saved ones, even their prayer is low, their prayer is small. But God enjoys this kind of prayer.
但是就着神的需要来说啊，这一些的祷告就没有办法应付神的需要。
But according to God's need, this kind of lowly prayer, this kind of small prayer cannot meet God's need.
就像一个王，一个国度的王，他有10个儿子，
Just like a kingdom, a king with 10 sons.
这个10个儿子，小的4、5岁，大的20多岁。
The small one maybe 4 or 5 years old, and the big one, the older one, is 20 years old.
他们到爸爸跟前，他们要向爸爸说话，讲什么话呢？
When they go before their father, they speak to their father. What kind of things do they speak to their father?
当然， 他们的年龄多大，那个所表示的、所表达的，也就是那个年龄的这个程度。
Of course, they express in their speaking according to the level of their age.
如果4、5岁来对爸爸讲话，也就是说，爸爸，我要巧克力。
After 4 or 5 years old, when he speaks to the father, he says, "Daddy, I need chocolate. I want chocolate."
7、8岁的，跟爸爸讲话也是，爸爸，姐姐打我。
7 or 8 years old, perhaps he will say, "Daddy, my sister hit me."
今天可能是不一样。
The situation is different for each one.
那20几岁的儿子，他就不能说爸爸我要巧克力了。
The 20-something can no longer say, "Daddy, I want chocolate."
也不能说姐姐打我。
Also cannot say, "My sister hit me."
他也许就说爸爸，你前一段这个5年的经济的计划相当的有成就，而这个完成了之后，你对于这个国家还要有什么新的计划？
Perhaps the 20-something will say, "Daddy, the past 5 years, your economy, your plan is very, very effective. What's your plan for the next future 5 years?"
当然，他这个年龄大，他就能够了解啊，父亲他是个王，他在这个国家有一个经纶，他要了解这一些，而进入到父亲的感觉、父亲的行动里面。
Because he's 20-something, he's older, so he knows his father's economy. So he entered into his father's heart's desire, father's movement.
所以当他进去，那个实际上就是在那里预备和主一同来做王。
When he entered into his father's desire, he's preparing to be one with his father as king.
所以我们蒙恩的人呢，我们生命长到一个情形，我们就需要更多摸着神的需要，看见神在地上的作为。
So as children of God, when our life grow to a certain degree, we need to see God's need and need to see God's work on this earth today.
那弟兄姊妹，我们在这里，若是有人祷告，主啊，我要巧克力，谁们也是很喜欢的。
So, but today, even among us, if one of us pray that, "God, we need chocolate," even that is well pleasing to God.
但是现在我们的问题是说，有的弟兄姊妹已经20岁了，但还是主啊，我要巧克力。
Our condition today is that some of the saints already become 20-something. Still, our prayer is that, "God, I need chocolate."
所以这个这就这么多年的很多的弟兄姊妹应该看见这个时代的需要。
So for us who have been saved for many years, we really need to see the need of this age.
提升了我们祷告的那个度量，
Raise and broaden the capacity of our prayer.
就着我们每一个礼拜2祷告聚会的那个人数来说，我们实在是不够的。
According to the numbers in the prayer meeting every Tuesday night, we are very inadequate.
许多弟兄姊妹按属灵的情形，他们相当的蒙恩，有相当的年数。
So for a lot of these saints, according to how they receive the grace, they have reached certain level of maturity already
我
for the
们
Lord.
应该了解啊，我们应该懂得父亲的需要，我们来与父亲同心在那里看见他的行动。
We need to comprehend and understand our Father's needs so that we can be one with our Father in His mood.
好叫我们真的与神来同工。
So that we can really be co-workers together with God.
那这一段日子，我们聚会应该来说都是照样的有这些聚会。
This past few period, we just have our regular meetings, weekly meetings, just like we have.
但是我们特别看到，我们需要在这里，许多弟兄姊妹需要重新来操练、来温习这个导读神的话。
But I see that we need to be renewed and to review how we pray and read God's Word.
让我们呢，对于神的话，真正能够进到里面来摸着里头内在的丰富、内在的能力。
So we can enter God's Word to fully receive the nourishment, the supply in God's word, the power in the God's word.
这个东西啊，对我们教会今天需要来说是太大了。
This is the biggest need, one of the biggest need for us today in the church life.
个人来说，许多圣徒需要点活起来。
Individually speaking, a lot of us need to be enlivened again.
教会来说，需要整个来兴起来，为着神的需要。
From the perspective of church, the whole church needs to be revived for God's need.
但是这一个兴起来，能够应付神的需要，完全在于我们里面被神的话更多的摸索，更多的进入。
This revival for us to be raised up for God's need requires us to be entered fully more into God's word and be immersed into God's word.
这样的需要，只有借着厉害的导读，在灵里的导读啊，让这个话在我们的里面发生出那个威力来。
This kind of need can only be met through strong prayer reading of the word, so that the power of God's word could be manifested, could be carried out in the word.
这一段时候，我们真是盼望每一个弟兄姊妹都能够在这一方面蒙恩，懂得怎样进到神话的实际的那个力量里面。
So I hope all the brothers and sisters can enter into this burden, to enter into the power in God's word.
这一个需要教会祷告。
This needs the prayer of the church.
求主把他的话真是发出光，让我们看见所有这个属灵的实际。
May God's word enlighten us so that we can see all the spiritual reality in the word.
我们盼望各区那个祷告聚会的人，实在是能够增多，并且实在能够有负担，为着这一件事祷告。
I really hope that the number in all district prayer can increase, that we can all enter into this burden to pray in this burden.
我们实在看见，若是我们借着主的话，借着导读啊，得着这个东西，我们里面就活了，我们里面就有力了。
We really need to see that through praying God's word. When we receive this, we'll be enlivened. We'll be living in a life of power.
所以我在这里这个交通，并不是要讲什么一篇的道，我实在是愿意弟兄姊妹起来看到主的需要。
So in my speaking here, I'm not trying to give a message, but rather I want brothers and sisters to arise to see God's need.
愿意来与神同工，在主面前做一个祷告的人。
That we can be co-workers of God before God as a person of prayer.
你要看到这个时代的祷告，不光是为自己祷告，实在是为着神祷告。
We need to see that the prayer of this age is not to pray for ourselves, but really to pray for God's need.
让神在这里行通他的道路。
So God's path to be unhindered before us.
就像马太6章，主耶稣带我们要怎样祷告，说我们在诸天之上的父啊，愿你的名被尊为圣。
Just like our Lord's prayer in Matthew chapter 6, Our Father who's in heaven, your name be sanctified.
愿你的旨意行在地上，如同行在天上。
That your will on this earth as in heaven.
神的需要在这里被我们领会到了，我们就愿意配合做一个祷告，做一个呼吁的人。
So God's need on this age being appreciated by us, so we can answer God's calling.
亲爱的弟兄姊妹，如果我们真能够这样有这个实际，我们就看我们无论是个人，无论是教会，我们必定和原来的情形会大不一样。
Dear brothers and sisters, we see this reality not only individually but also corporately. Our situation will be different from before.
当我们来读福音书，看到主耶稣在地上那个生活的30多年，我们看到了不光是神在那里，也是看到一个人在那里。
So we see in the gospel, God's human life on the earth over 30 years. We don't only see God being there, but also a man being there.
当一个人被神充满，带着神活在这里的时候， 他能够做怎样的一些事。
When a person who's been filled with God, carrying God on this earth, you can see what kind of things this person can accomplish.
因为他把神在人里面带来的时候，也就把神的权柄就带到地上来。
So when this person carried God with him, he also carried God's authority to this earth with him.
所以他福音所到的地方，就要把人就带到国度的实际里面。
So whenever the gospel goes through this person, he also brings people into this reality of this kingdom.
我们大家都很熟啊，就马太福音主所行的许多的神迹。
We're all very familiar with all the miracles and signs of wonder that God performed on this earth.
特别马太福音开头，主耶稣在山上有教训，然后从山上下来，第8章、第9章说到神主耶稣行的那许多神迹。
Particularly when the Lord was teaching in the mount, and after he came down from the mount, in Matthew chapter 8 and 9, all the signs of wonder the Lord performed on this earth.
但是那个点是在的不重在那个神迹，是重在他怎么行这个神迹。
But the key point is not all the miracles and wonder he performed, but rather how he performed these signs and miracles.
主耶稣怎么来行这些神迹，你知道吗？
How does God carry out all these miracles and signs?
他给我们所表现就是他用权柄来行这些神迹。
What he manifests to us is that he used authority to carry out these signs and miracles.
什么叫做权柄？
What is authority?
就是他说了算了，
That is, whatever he speaks, it is.
他要怎样就怎样，
Whatever he wants, it will be done such and such.
因为他有那个地位，他有那个权柄。
Because he has such a position and such authority.
但是他不是在神的地位，是在人的地位，他是因为神充满了他，所以他就有这个权柄来执行这许多的事。
But he is not in the position of God, but rather he is in the position of a man. But because he's a man being filled with God, he has the authority to carry out all these things.
当一个麻风的人来求主医治的时候，他说：“主啊，如果只要你肯你就能叫我得洁净。”
So when the leper comes to the Lord, he says, Lord, if you will, I can be cleansed.
这个能是能力的问题，
This can is relates to ability.
因为肯就是权柄的问题。
This can, the ability is also a matter of authority.
他是要主在那里用权柄在那里 OK， 那就行了。
God, the Lord needs to use his authority to okay this matter, then it will be done.
所以说主就说：“我肯你洁净了吧？”洁净了。
So the Lord says, I'm willing. And then right away, the leper is cleansed.
然后这个百夫长那个仆人病得非常重，来求主。
The centurion, whose servant is very ill, came to the Lord.
他说：“主啊，我不配，你不需要到我家里，你就说一句话就够了。”
He said, Lord, I'm not worthy for you to come to my house. Just speak the word.
为什么？因为我是在人的权下，也有兵在我以下。我对这个兵说去，他就去；对那个兵说来，他就来；对另外兵说你做这个事，他就做这个事。所以你有权柄，你一句话就够了。
The reason is that the centurion said that I'm also a person under authority, and I'm also man under me. I tell this one go, they will go. I tell this one to do things, they will do. So for you to speak the word, and you will be done.
主耶稣就觉得非常的稀奇，说这样大的信心我在以色列人中间还没有看到。
So the Lord marveled at his faith, saying that such a faith has not been seen in the children of Israel.
所以主说好，你回去，你的仆人好了。回去回去，这个一定好了。
So the Lord told him to go back, and your servant is healed. And when he came back, of course his servant was healed.
8章9章行的每一个神迹都是权柄的问题。
All the miracles in chapter 8 and 9 all relate to the matter of authority.
哇，他碰到这个鬼鬼厉害的不得了，伏在2个人身上，住在坟茔里面，凶的不得了。
So when you see this evil spirit, the spirit dwelling inside two people living in the tomb,
主在那里经过那里，这两个被鬼附的人说：“主啊，我时候还没有到，你不要叫我受苦，你叫我到哪里去吧。”
so when this spirit see the Lord Jesus coming, says, Lord, my time is not here yet. Please don't make me suffer now. Send me away.
在那里有一大群的猪啊，在那里吃东西，他就央求这个主耶稣。
So in there's a herd of hogs, so they beseech the Lord.
主就说去吧。
So the Lord says, go.
这个去吧，中文是去吧，英文是 go， 就一个字。这后这鬼啊，就扑通就跑到猪群里面去了。
So the word just go, and by the way, the spirit went inside the herd of hogs.
所以你就看见主那个权柄真是不得了啊！
So you can see how great is the Lord's authority.
在耶稣那里主就叫斥责这个风和海，风和海就都听从了，人就稀奇，说这是什么样的人？他风和海，连风和海都听从他。
And he also rebuked the wind and the storm. So they all marvel, what kind of person is this? Even the wind and the storm listen to him.
我说这些啊，是要给弟兄姊妹看啊，他不光是主有这个权柄。
When I mention these things, so that all of you, brothers and sisters, can see that not only the Lord has this authority.
你就看见到了马太第10章，主耶稣他就设立12个门徒。
Then you see in Matthew chapter 10, when the Lord set up 12 apostles, 12 disciples.
他就把这个权柄呢，就赐给了这12个门徒。
He gave this authority to his 12 disciples.
叫他们能够赶逐这个污鬼，医治一切的疾病。
So they can chase the spirit and also heal all the sickness.
所以主的意思就是，他领受了这个权柄，他要把这个权柄来分配给他的身上这个肢体所有属乎他的人。
So here we see that the Lord not only did he receive this authority, but he also wants to dispense this authority to all the ones who belong to him.
弟兄姊妹，我们作为神的儿女，我们有神的这个生命在我们的里面。
Brother and sister, as children of God, we have God's life within us.
我们真不知道我们在神面前啊，什么的恩典所得着的有多少，有多大。
We really don't realize how much and how great the grace that we have received from the Lord.
以前呢、在台湾有一些修身的年轻人，他们喜欢搞那个钻的这个东西，叫做什么东西？啊，夜间呢？
In Taiwan, there's some young people who likes to play with the, I guess the equivalent in the U.S. would be witching board.
那真是有鬼啊，在那，他会动啊，会在那看。
There is really some kind of evil spirit behind it to move the
我
witching
就
board.
听见有一个弟兄，他也看着这个也喜欢去，这一去看了他就不动了。
I heard that a brother who also is interested with this, so he went to see it. But when he sees it, the witching board doesn't move anymore.
他们那个搞的人就搞不动，然后就知道他是基督徒，说你快走快走，你在这里他就不敢来了。
When they see that the witching board is no longer effective, they realize that he's a Christian, so they send him away because the evil spirit will not be able to come.
那个弟兄一听啊，这个毛孔都收起来了，哇！我还有这么厉害啊！
When they heard this, all his hair is raised. He marveled that he actually saw with such authority.
弟兄姊妹，你不要轻看你自己啊！
But he says, if you don't look at yourself lightly.
我这个说的太多了，我的意思就是，我们要看到神给我们的权柄，叫我们能够来服侍主，来把主的这个权柄啊带到地上来。
So you see, like, God gave us such authority is to serve Him, to bring this authority on this earth.
这一个带到地上最重要的就是祷告。
But to bring this authority on this earth, the most important thing is through prayer.
千万不要以为我们祷告不过是讲话，好像对空气讲一样。
Don't ever treat our prayer just some utterance to the air.
当教会能够起来在祷告上与主配合，主就能做许多事，超过我们所想。
When the church on this earth can be raised through prayer to work with God, God can accomplish so many things on this earth.
这样的事啊，特别今天我们要大家为着这个导读啊。
Particularly for this thing, we need all of us through prayer reading to pray.
我们希望每一位弟兄姊妹都懂得怎样用导读，让神的话成为我们的喂养，成为我们的亮光。
I hope that all the brothers and sisters can learn how to pray read so that the Word of God can be our nourishment, can be our life.
把我们能够带到那一个救恩的实际里面。
It can bring us into the reality of the salvation.
这一件事，我盼望许多弟兄姊妹能够答应神的呼召。
I really hope a lot of us can answer God's calling in this matter.
主要在教会里面，他要有行动，他要有作为。
God wants to have His move, His work in the church today.
远超过我们今天所已经蒙的恩典。
Far exceeding the grace we have already received today.
但是这一件事需要我们更多的配合，更多的跟随。
But this thing needs our cooperation, our following of the Lord.
这一个配合，这个跟随，跟我们的祷告是大有关系。
This cooperation, this following, all hinges upon our prayer.
愿主在这里有这样的盼望的时候，我们都能对神说：“主啊，我愿意。”
May all of us, when the Lord here has such an expectation, we all answer says, Lord, we will.
你已经把你的权柄给我们了，
Lord, you have already given your authority to
我
us.
们愿意用这个权柄来向你祷告。
We want to apply this authority to pray to you.
那这个权柄到底是在哪里呢？
So where is this authority?
这个权柄就在于主把他的名给我们。
This authority all dependent on what that God has given His name to. The Lord has given His name to us.
当我们在主的名里，在这里向我们的神祷告，神就要成全这件事。
So when we, in the Lord's name, to pray to our God, God will accomplish the matter of our prayer.
愿主祝福教会在这些日子啊，提升我们属灵的负担、属灵的动力。
May the Lord bless us today that He will elevate our spiritual burden. Elevate our spiritual burden and spiritual movement.
就交通在这里，
I'll just stop sharing here.
我也盼望有弟兄姊妹有一些分享，
I also hope some brothers and sisters can have some sharing as well
能加强这样的负担
to。strengthen this burden.